Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's continue our complete beginner's guide to MTG Arena here in 2023. And, we have now unlocked all of the starter decks, so we're done with this. We can keep playing if we want, but what I'm going to do is look at our quests. We have cast green or white spells, cast green or blue spells, and play lands. So what's nice is I am going to just use our green-blue deck and see how it does on Spark Rank. So we still need to climb in Spark Rank for the initial quest, and it gives us a chance to take a look at this deck a little bit more and see if we like it. So we'll play this green-blue deck. We don't need to make any alterations. We're just looking to complete the quest. We don't necessarily really care if we win or lose. It's fine. And we could start to see, what I really want you to emphasize as you're a new player and you're thinking about the game is, what kind of deck do you want to play? What kind of player do you want to be? So this is the cool Scry deck. This is fine. 3 lands, and we can cast this. We could cast this. And then we have a fight spell. I'll keep it. So you start to look for things that each color can do that you might be interested in. I'm going to play this because I don't want to play this on turn 1. I actually want to play this and then play this later because I want to give, this card a little bit of a pump up. I think. Well, do I? Yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and play this. And let's get a threat on the board. So this blue-green deck is really about scrying, and you only get a feel for what the deck is trying to do by either looking at it and just piecing it together through the cards, or what I like to do is just play it and just see the timing of it, when things are happening, and you start to read the cards. Always got to read all of your cards. Okay, this person is going way out of their way to stop our creature, which is interesting. So we'll play this. And we do not need any other land, so I'll put that on the bottom. So Scry lets you look at a number of cards equal to the Scry level. So Scry 1 is look at 1, Scry 3 is look at the top 3 cards of your deck. And then you can put them in the order that you want or put them into the graveyard. So it's you keep it on top or put it in the graveyard. Or I'm sorry, on the bottom of your deck. And we don't want it, so we don't need it. It's fine. Now, this card is actually Flash, so we could have played that in a more sneaky fashion, but I'm not interested. I wanted to scry right away. Okay, so they have a 2/2, and this thing is going to be very scary for them because it lets them gain life. So we'll play this, and this says, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. And this is not a fight. This is what's called a bite. It's called bite down. Fight means we each do power to each other, so you have to make sure you survive it. But a bite is you just hit it with your power, and it doesn't get to hit you back. So it's fantastic. We don't want to play this right now because we want some more strength. So I'm going to actually go ahead and play this just to scry. And then, okay, now it says Scry 3, and you can reveal the top card of your library card. If it's a creature, draw a card. So we'll put this right here, and then we'll keep her, or Glorfindel on the top, and then we'll say done, and then we'll just get to draw Glorfindel. We'll reveal it so they can see it. And then we're going to just go ahead and do this immediately to fight. We're going to choose our creature and choose them, or bite, I'm sorry, so they just die, and then we'll attack. So I don't want them to get all this, unnecessary life gain right now. We got to get that out of the way. Now, this card, let's look at it. So it says, whenever you scry, choose one, and this gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So we say he has to be blocked, or he can't be blocked. So that's great. All right, another angel, very good. Let's put this down. By very good, I mean not good. So this Elrond is very good. Whenever you scry, we put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to X target creatures. And whenever a creature with a +1/+1 counter becomes the target of a spell or ability, we get to draw a card. So these are very, very amazing. But we don't have any scrying right now, unfortunately. You know, so that's sad. Not the end of the world. I'm going to attack with our creature. I doubt they will block. They're going to block. Okay, great. I don't want that on the board, so perfect. All right, we'll play Elrond then. Remember, we're playing blue and green spells to do our quests. We're playing lands to do our quests. Okay. Leon and War Leader is good. And now they put these things down. Very nice. All right. We really want the ability to scry somehow, and we're unfortunately not getting it. So we're going to drop this. And we could play this right now and get 2 elves. I'm gonna do this. There we go. Okay, and no attacks. Okay. So they're making a big board too. Now the War Leader says whenever it attacks, he makes these tokens. So what we're going to do is I'm going to... They have no cards behind, so we're just going to double block this. I'm going to block here so we trade, get Leonin off the board. And then I'm going to block this immediately so it doesn't grow. And I will also trade right here. They're just assigning damage. So they gain some life, but here we go. No, that's not here we go. This helps me when I scry, but it doesn't actually scry. It's so sad. All right, we'll play this. And we'll play this. And we'll just hope that we draw a card that scries. If we draw a card that scries, we are in insane shape. Okay, they just took it. If we can scry, we get this to trigger, and this to trigger. That's unfortunate. That's a very good top deck for them. Okay, they want to attack with this, which is a 4/2 flyer. We can't block that. But we can block this, so we will. So we kill their token, take some damage. This... Unfortunate. We need more scrying. I'll tell you what, though. It's okay because they left a 1/1 blocker behind. Alright, so their board is that thing. Okay, good. And they drew a land. And, you know, they can make a 1/1, that's fine. And then they're going to hit us. I'm surprised if they actually attack. Okay, I was going to say. Ugh. What a shame. I'm going to play it because we have a quest for it, but that's bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is... I'm going to attack with my 4/4, and if they block with their 4/2, then we trade, and we basically clear their board. Okay, or that. And then we can, like, attack with everything. Oh, no! Well, they get to scry. I'm supposed to scry, not you. Okay, so they liked one of the cards. They're going to make their guy bigger. Okay, come on over. They did not. Oh, my God. Ugly. Just land, huh? Okay. Alright, well, I'll just attack with Glorfindel. Alright, they're doing it. They're coming over. Alright, so the game wants me to lose. We've drawn land 3 turns in a row, and I've scryed away land. Like, look at this. I've put land on the bottom of my deck, and it's all I can draw. And that's just what happens sometimes. Like, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to attack with this, and I'm going to attack with this, and I'm going to attack with this. Not with this. I don't have very much, you know, well, at least they drew a land. They have this, like, pump outlet. Yeah, they're rocking it. They don't kill me right now. It's very close. All right, what do you do? See, this is what's going on here, is, like, I'm drawing cards that say, when you scry. And I've only been able to scry twice this entire game. So it's just like we didn't get the opportunity to actually do anything meaningful. So that's what happens. So this deck would be good. Like, we got the cards out that we needed. We just didn't... We need to scry. They drew removal. We drew 1 removal. They drew 2. And that being said, we completed a quest. 500 gold right there. And now we want to just keep going, casting green or blue spells, and that's fine. So let's try that deck again. Oops. Yeah, play it like this. I want to see if we can actually get that deck going, and having scry, like, trigger us. Okay. So this is a when you scry, this is a when you scry, and this is a when you attack, you get to scry. So Celeborn would have been perfect right there. And then this is a scry card. Okay, this is fine. Arwen is insane. You know, these cards are great if you can scry. So maybe to fix this deck up, you would add some more scrying so it was, like, always happening. Okay, we'll play this first so that we can play her next and then play this. Or maybe put some other stuff into play. Oh, there's another Celeborn. Cool. Alright, we'll play her. Oh, they have some instant that they're thinking about, I guess. Even if they kill her, it's not the end of the world. We've got other stuff going on. They're going for it. All right. They got it. Okay, they're playing, this looks like the Goblins deck. All right, so we can play this, and this thing, I feel like... Yeah, we want to put this down first so it can start building up. Now we have a problem getting mana, which is terrifying. We have a couple of turns to try to get Celeborn into play. Okay, Goblin Tunneler, very good. No blocks. We'll take it. There you go. Okay, this does come into play tap, but that's all right, because what we're going to do is play this card and scry. I'm going to play it right now. I'm not going to use it for flash because... yeah, I think we want that card. And then now we're going to just not attack. This way we can block the Nest Robber unless they use the Tunneler to make the Nest Robber unblockable, which is totally fine. All right, they got the Goblin Gang leader out. Fair enough. Okay. So in this case, what we do is we play this thing. Okay. They have their Goblin Tunneler, I guess, that they can react with. Now, we're going to then play this so we can scry, and then we'll start putting this guy down and scrying based on attacking. I don't think that they realize that they have a trigger ability, so they've stepped away from their computer or are not paying attention. Okay, great. And then now we're going to do this. And it's going to ask them again if they want to respond with their instant. And what do we want? We don't have a creature. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card with its power is 3 or greater. Yeah, this is crazy for us. So we will put... I don't think we need that much mana at the moment. I'm going to put this down here like this. Okay, and decline. We didn't get a creature, so here we go. But now these guys get pumped up. Okay, phenomenal. And I'm just going to... No, I'm not going to attack with that. There's no reason to. I'm going to wait to play Celeborn, and then I'll do it. It'll pump everything up. Okay, so we could play this and then play Celeborn next turn to draw a card, but I want to play this right now so that we get this going. Okay, and then I'm going to attack right here. And right here, and we'll scry. Do we want another one? Yeah, these are great. These are all triggering off our scry, so it's fantastic for us. So now we have these guys that are getting bigger. This is more of how this deck is, of course, supposed to work, but it's kind of like a life gain deck where it's like you have to have the card that allows you to gain life or to scry in play. Okay, so they want to do this for like a super block, which is fine. You shouldn't probably play a goblin deck in a defensive fashion. You can, but that's fine. Okay. Now, if they want to do it like this, then this is pretty simple what we have to do now. Okay, they've made some goblins, but they still can't attack. We now know what their strategy is, so we're just going to play this and slow down so that we can start drawing cards. I really wish that they would just... this is one of the only... Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right, they have an instant. Or maybe it's asking about the Goblin Tunneler. This is when you play against real people. They have a trigger. The game is pausing to let them have the opportunity, but they're not really paying attention, so it takes longer than it should. Okay, great. Tin Street Cadet. Now we're talking. Look at this. So we play this card, and we will get to do this, which is draw a card. Then, if we attack with this, we will scry, which will trigger this. Well, this attacking will trigger him, and then this will trigger this. So we'll play this right now to just draw a card. Okay. It does start to take away their time, which is nice. Okay, great. And then I will attack right here. This card will die that we attack with, but it's fine. Do I want this? Yes, I do. This is all triggers for scrying. So whenever you scry, put a +1/+1 counter on up to each target creature. So I would like to put it on this to make it more. They have to just block it with more. This is going to be nice for us to just tap their biggest creature. It also scries. So this is like a card that triggers scry. It'll trigger Elrond. Okay, there you go. All right. Now, then it's their turn. They're going to declare blockers. Oh, they're going to take it. Okay, or that. They might have a card that, like, pumps up all of their creatures, and they're going to attack and do a bunch of damage that way. That's a thing. Okay, or not. So what do we want to do? We can't play this, by the way, because this is legendary, so we already have one in play. So if we tried to play this, it would just replace the one that we have, which we don't want at all. I'm going to do this. To scry. Honestly, I feel like I... Okay. I actually want the land. And I'm going to start targeting stuff, all of my creatures, so that if he does target it with a spell, we get to draw cards. Because that's the other part of this. Whenever a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it becomes a target of a spell or an ability and opponent controls, you get to draw a card. So this makes it so like we just get to draw cards if they decide to target us. We draw the card, and now we can actually play this card, and we can use this to just tap their Goblin Gang Leader. And then, do we want this guy? Not really. Okay, then we scry again, and we can put a counter right here. Okay. All right. Now the question would be, you know, if I attack with these two, should I? Yes, I won't attack with Celeborn, but I will attack right here. This will scry again, which will trigger Elrond. Do I want another land? No. All right, and then what we'll do is I'll put this over here. I'm doing this just again to like make it so that if they want to block that card, they have to use lots of stuff to make it a fair trade. Okay. So now they're just chump blocking. I honestly am okay with them chump blocking because I am afraid of a card that they have. Oh, okay, they have a big flying haste dragon. That's fine. If they attack with that, that's fine. you wanna turn it sideways? Go for it, dude. All right. Okay. All right. Play this, play our land. And then we'll play this. This will draw us a card. And once this triggers, we get all of the scry stuff going on. Oh my goodness, dude. Please. Okay. Hey, great. Now, whenever we scry, we get to do this. This will trigger this again, by the way. So she's going to get counters. Okay. And so R1 is a 4/4. Now, I'm going to attack right here, and right here. I'm attacking with everything, except for Elrond. I'm afraid... No, I'm going to attack with Elrond. Okay. Yeah, that's great. And I will put a counter on Elrond. And we will also put another counter on Elrond. And we will put these counters. There you go. He gets a counter. Okay. So they have to block or they lose. They have no mana untapped. So they're going to probably chump it, which is fine. I just don't want to lose in surprise, but I won't. Oh, they're going to block everything right there. I love it. All right, sure. You are dead, though, if you do that. So they made a miscalculation with their hit points. They tried to get cheeky and trade up somehow, but that's okay. That's okay. Great. So that's what the Scry deck can do. If you are triggering everything, all right? So we leveled up, we got some stuff, and there we go. So we're doing really, really well in gathering. These quests are pretty much going to be shattered, and we got to play the blue-green deck. So now we can go play a different deck if we want, or we could try to fine-tune that deck. Remember, another thing we can do is just work on, trying to make that deck better if we want. Everyone, I think this is a good place to stop the episode. We got to show off that Scry deck and show off just playing in Spark Rank, just working on quests. And that's the power of unlocking the starter decks, is that now you can go after these quests more easily with decks that are competitive. You know what I mean? They're not the best. You could see what happened in that first game when we just didn't get any scrying. It's not going to do anything good for us. But the second game was fantastic. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.